We have
Chris Bossi, please contact Mrs. McCormick. Chris Bossi, please contact Mrs. McCormick. Thank you.
We'll be back. So where are we? What are we doing? Who are you? What are you doing? Where am I?
This is my awesome classroom, and you're sitting here with me. I'm trying to solve my computer issue for the day. Well, I've been teaching secondaries since 2012.
Okay.
I taught preschool for 21 years before that.
And how old are the students?
10 to 14, 6th grade through 8th grade.
8 months ago, you took over broadcast.
Yes.
What was broadcast when you took it over? What is it now, and what do you want it to be?
When I took it over, it was a newspaper program, and then they did a daily broadcast over a analog cable throughout the school.
So only the school could watch it, and
Correct.
it's super standard definition.
Super standard definition. There was a buzz that we never could really quite explain.
Did you have a nice studio to film this in?
No, I have a classroom that is attached with regular fluorescent lighting and a backdrop that was leaned up against a counter.
So the kids weren't really getting much of a technical education because...
No, it was just they came in every day. We had like a teleprompter from like 1975.
Where do you want it to be ultimately?
I want it to be amazing. I want it to be where these kids are producing their own films, daily broadcasts, YouTube videos. My big thing, the reason that I think that these kids need that, for one, that the world is different now. So any job, you need to know how to use, iMovie, or be able to do Skype, or, digital citizenship, which
Right.
is really, really, they need digital literacy for every job.
Yeah, adults need it.
Adults need it, trust me. But also because, especially in this area, I'm trying to show these kids that they don't have to do the job that their parents did. They don't have to be field workers. They don't have to do the run-of-the-mill, local jobs. There is options for them to leave this area and do more. And a lot of them are so creative and do such great things, but they don't think there's any way they're going to be able to do that because of economic levels or because they've just never been able to touch it.
What do you need to get from where you're at to where you want to be?
We need a few more computers. We have one right now. Having a Mac lab would be amazing because they would be able to do that post-production work on the things that they film.
We talked about where it was, where you want to go, but you've done so much in the last 8 months to get it on the way there.
Yes.
To the point where you really are doing things beyond what I've ever seen at any other middle school level.
I've heard that.
And so...
I haven't left here to see it
How
elsewhere.
about you show us that right now? Let's
Okay,
go
come
see
on,
what
let's
you
go
do.
look.
Okay.
This is where I teach normal, everyday English language arts class. I have the kids in collaborative groups. We use Chromebooks every day. I am a digital class, so if they have paper, it's rare because I lose paper. This is where we make notes for our planning for our next day's broadcast.
How much control do the students have over
All
their
of it.
broadcasts? So it's a student broadcast.
It's a student broadcast. This is the magic door with the sandbag. Okay, so this is the new studio.
I just wanted to point out this set here, you said it was donated, so that means they probably came and set it all up and everything, right?
No. They told
Oh.
me, come bring a truck that I had to find, and you can have anything you want.
And I'm sure it wasn't in the middle of summer.
It was August, the first week of August, when it was the hottest. I had to bag, and I finally got a truck to come pick up all of our stuff, and they came and dropped it off here. And then they literally just dropped it in the parking lot. And then I used a furniture dolly and a chair lift to move everything from the front of the school to this room. But before we could get it in the room, we had to cut 3.5 feet off of it because my ceilings were not tall enough.
Right. Not movie studio.
No, classroom size. And then we have our green screen over here. And this is where we're just starting to learn the technology for the green screen. Then we have 2 cameras now because my friend came over and helped us set up the
Man, who was that?
That was Mr. Buck. He's so awesome. And then over here is the sound engineer booth that we are in the progress.
You built this. This was not
built this. This was, it was a bunch of 2x4s and some carpet.
So
with fluorescent lighting.
all of this has been added in by you over the summer on your own time.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And so now we have, this is where the engineers are. We have one Mac that does all of the work for everything. And if you want to look behind you, I can show you the piece of equipment that was the only thing that we had in this room.
Show me where you came from.
This was the backdrop for our news program.
Ah.
Just that. Leaned up against the wall with no lighting other than the fluorescent light.
You got this super cool switcher over here though, so I'm guessing you were using something like that, right?
No, we were not.
So this was the heart. This was what your whole program was running off of.
Uh-huh.
From 1946.
Yeah.
So as someone who started as an English teacher or language arts teacher, and now you're moving into this direction, do you like it?
I love it. I love it. Because the kids, they're on fire. They're excited. They're engaged. They love what they're doing. And I don't ever have to convince them that they need to work.
Right over here, through this window, there's a Mac computer. And that's kind of the lifeblood of your program, right?
That runs everything.
Okay, and you mentioned that having more computers would be really, really helpful.
It would be amazing, yeah. More.
So you have your classroom there.
Correct.
You have the studio here.
I have more space.
Oh, so you could actually accommodate a whole lab.
I could accommodate a lab. Yeah,
okay.
You want to see?
Yes.
Okay.
So you go through here, go by green screen.
Look, I even have a sign for it.
Oh, you're ready. Okay, if you have a
ready.
sign.
The sign says we're ready.
That means you have to have stuff in there.
Yeah, see?
So what is this?
This is actually where we do our animation.
Okay.
Okay, so this is where we do stop motion animation. We have iPads that we do the work on, and then we put them into the Magic Mac, which is the only one we have that works.
So this whole space would really be absolutely perfect for a
Mac
new lab.
Yes. Perfect.
Okay. Okay, so to wrap up, you started as an English teacher, you took on this giant undertaking. Why is this something that you feel is so important you're willing to dedicate so much time, energy, effort, and money into it?
Because I saw the kids come alive, really. I saw kids that sat in chairs, bored, not engaged, not interested, not learning, and giving up. And then I got them involved in these kind of projects, and I let them kind of search out other projects they wanted to do. And they were like in school every day, working, showing up, asking to stay after school, asking for more time from me. Okay, you got it.
So I mean, that's it. So there you go. Digital media engages, encourages, empowers students.
And sets them on fire.
Guys, in a good way.
In a good, yeah.
That's
so much so that they're asking to come in the door right now.
That's good.
Yeah.
We're talking about setting students on fire.